The manager of a new Waikiki restaurant is speaking out tonight after the business was cited for health violations during last month's Waikiki Spam Jam. Officials say Kona Grill had a booth at the event but did not have a permit to sell food. The booth was ordered to close immediately, but inspectors said it continued to sell food for 30 minutes. Kona Grill was fined $5,000. But the manager tells us she was not aware a permit was needed. So what's being done to make sure all food booths follow the rules? Alexander Zanes is getting answers. Alexander?
Joe, Kona Grill is a new restaurant in Waikiki that opened last year. The general manager tells me her restaurant came into the Spam Jam late and she wasn't aware a temporary food permit was needed. For Kona Grill management and staff, last month's Spam Jam was a way to get the name of the restaurant out to the masses, but instead it ended with a closed booth and now a big fine. According to the Department of Health, the restaurant's booth did not have a temporary food permit and was given a written cease and desist notice.
It didn't seem like they were in a rush to close their operations, so even after being told that they need to cease and desist, they still stayed open for at least another half an hour before they decided to close.
The restaurant's general manager says when they were told they needed the temporary permit, there was confusion about what to do, so they asked the inspector.
We needed to ask what are the consequences, what do we need to do, and it was a little bit unclear that we had to shut down right away. So he went away, he asked the questions that we asked him from his supervisor and came back in about a half an hour, which is how long we stayed open, and said that no, you have to shut down because these are the fines and you have to be shut down and you have to comply with the department.
The Department of Health says one of the most serious Department of Health violations is operating without the permit. We spoke to Peter Oshiro with the Health Department tonight.
We see this all the time, so at a lot of events, and the normal standard procedure is we just order them to close. So at this event also, there was also another food booth that was operating without a permit. They were ordered to do the same thing, and they closed up immediately.
According to Kona Grill, they weren't aware a temporary permit was needed, but were more than willing to cooperate with officials.
As soon as I got the answers how serious this is and how serious we need to take this, we went ahead and shut down and had a meeting with the health department and explained them we did not know and we apologize, and this is what the conclusion is.
I reached out to the organizers of the Spam Jam tonight. In a statement, I was told, quote, "We sent out clear instructions to the participating restaurants that they need to fulfill specific requirements, including a temporary food permit. Going forward, we will redouble our efforts to ensure that restaurants comply." And Kona Grill tells me it is planning on returning to next year's Spam Jam with the proper permit in place. I asked if the restaurant would appeal a fine. I'm told the restaurant's corporate ownership will have to be consulted. Alexander Zanes, KHON 2 News.